freaks. You're watching Lawn Care Juggernaut, and we're getting ready to play some softball, lawn care style. Just joking. But we are in a freaky place, and I'm back just to talk to you. So, it's the end of the season, right? And you're sort of in your first year or two of lawn care, maybe even farther down the line. Well, you might be thinking, oh, the money's all gonna go away. But the trees are gonna be losing all their leaves, and that's where you can make some cash. Just like with the grass, you can make cash with the leaves. The problem is, you're going to underbid those, and you're not going to have the proper equipment to make it easy on yourself. So you're going to do it the hard way, and that's okay. You will learn from your mistakes and your lessons. You're going to take your lumps. You're going to work all day for a little pay, and then you won't do that again. Once you commit to doing somebody's leaves, and you realize it's a bigger undertaking than you thought, just don't let them down. Don't disappoint them. They'll appreciate it. Maybe when it's done, you could tell them, hey, it took a little bit longer. And they might give you a tip or something like that. And I would say you're going to look at the yard and think, oh man, it doesn't look that bad. But blowing all those leaves out, raking them out from underneath bushes, these piles add up. You have to find a place to dump them. Sometimes I would mulch. Even if I mulched them up and scooped all that up and put it in trash cans, it was still like truck beds full of trash cans. So yeah, I'm just saying, don't be scared of doing leaves. You can get a lot of work. In my area, say in the Midwest, you go, oh, you're not going to have any lawns to do in December, but you're still going to have leaves. You think, I remember somebody would call me and they'd say, hey, can you come by and do my leaves? And I'm thinking, I thought we were done for the year. It's like 2 weeks before Christmas. That's actually a hot time to get calls. People will call you, they'll want like all kinds of wacky stuff done. They'll want the leaves, they'll want stuff cleaned out, the gutters. There's like other oddball things they will want you to come beautify around their yard. And so be prepared for that, all right? The season's ending, but it's not over. And there's a lot of work you can do throughout the winter too. We'll talk about that some other time. I'm just here with the freaks over here. I'm walking up to them.
What up? How you doing?
And we're not scared. Yeah, I just wanted to talk about leaves because that's what we were talking about a while ago. And you can watch his leaf removal videos. I seen the box trailer. Man, I would have loved to have had that back in the day.
Dude, it's a DIY rig, and it's because I was broke, man.
Yeah.
I started out that way, and you know, at this point I would have bought another one, but it works so well that I was like, screw it.
Yeah.
But dude, we were just talking about this cypress tree.
Yeah.
You got a lot of cypress trees around here?
Well, not really. I mean, no, just here at the park.
Have you ever done a leaf removal with cypress?
Yeah.
And they'll fall, and then the moment they get wet, they like super pack, and you got to rake them out. You can't blow them out very well.
No, there's a lot of different styles of trees are a big you know, it's like a different undertaking every time you think, oh wow, I just figured out how to clean those up, and then it's like, I'm not used to this. You know, you get the pine needles, you got this, you got oak leaves. They'll be the ones that come down in like December when everybody else's leaves are gone. Yeah. Theirs are falling still. They're falling all year. And you ever see those big sycamore trees? Big giant leaves, and you hit them, they turn to powder and they dust you out and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, sycamores are bad.
Yeah. Gumballs. All those gumballs all
Sycamores will ruin my nasal. Or,
yeah.
Like I'm dead after that.
Yeah, those were the first ones that made me learn to put the mask on and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah. But then my eyes would still get all irritated.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Some days I want like a paint respirator full face.
Yeah, I thought about it. It's like I'm out here in a spacesuit or something, you know?
You 100% mulch your stuff, right? Did you ever drag me away because you mulch it and then you put it in cans?
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
100%?
He had an old video about that.
Yeah.
Well, different yards would want different things, you know? But like some yards were cool. They just said, keep going all the way until till the leaves were completely done. And so then you're really just coming by and mulching every week, and then you don't get that big massive cleanup where you screw yourself up, you know.
I was looking at some pictures the other day. I've got one client that has me mulch all year long, but I come every 2 weeks through the fall, right? And I was looking at it, and I was like, man, that pile of leaves is 4 foot high.
Yeah.
I'm mulching her yard. She doesn't want me to haul it away, and I'm like, man, it would almost be easier if I hauled them away.
Yeah,
you know?
some of them it's too much to mulch it, kill the grass. But I've had clients say, no, just go over it. Whatever happens, happens. And I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. I know what's going to happen. Dust clouds, plugged up lawnmowers. Yeah.
You're gonna need a car wash afterwards.
Yeah. Who hasn't pulled in?
Close your windows.
Yeah. You're like that.
Yeah,
big clouds just flying off you all day.
Yeah.
Cool. See you later. All awkward and stuff. I haven't been on camera in a while. So I'm looking right in here.
Yeah.
All right. Freaks. I almost said my channel.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Clap your hands for a take.
No, I don't have to do that.
All right, so I didn't get to make it to the GIE again, but I do plan on coming back eventually and hang out with some freaks. Yeah, you heard it here. I want to do that again.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Some crazy stuff happened. When it's all said and done, it's all way better when you get to meet people. That's what it's all about.
What's up? Yeah, we're hanging out. We're at a softball field, and we're checking out their striping abilities here. And we can give them some pointers later. But yeah, we're just talking about the GIE. I didn't get to go again this year, and I do miss going. It's a great time. It's a blast. Did you get overwhelmed when you walked into the place? It's huge.
I was way overwhelmed. You can't really see in anybody's video how massive it is, and then like outside there's a lot, but I feel like
they're like separate events almost, like a whole day
Yeah.
inside, a whole day outside, and yeah, it doesn't translate well on video because there's just so much going on. You can't like go like 10 feet without having to like get involved in something cool that you want to do, you know? It's every piece of equipment.
well, we spent 3 days there. 3 days, and we missed a whole section of it.
I believe it. Yeah. Demoing is really cool if you ever want to go just for that. I had some fun, you know, I was like going crazy on it and stuff.
Oh, I was sliding around doing donuts. When you went, what'd you really enjoy?
Meeting everybody.
Yeah.
It just, it's like a camaraderie, you know, like everybody's in it together and you kind of relate, you know. Everybody's been through the same wars, sort of. You've been covered from head to toe with grass. I think it makes it better when you can like team up and share in the driving and talk the whole way. And yeah, just have like an organization, like just like a few people, and just like get together and go for it. See, that happened the first time I went. I didn't have anybody to go with, and then the second time, you know, I kind of felt comfortable, and everybody like you know where you're going, and then you know more people and friends and stuff, and it just it turns into, next thing you know, it's like a party afterward too.
Yeah. That was a huge party afterwards.
There's nothing like you know 30 lawn care guys all standing around talking in a parking lot, and then all of a sudden 30 more show up, and then it's crazy, you know.
So how many years has it been since you went?
Man, this 2 for sure. This might have been the 3rd one. I think 15 was when I went.
Yeah.
Last.
It's huge. I mean,
It's crazy huge. I'm very proud of everybody that's done a lot. Shout out to Lawn Care Rookie also. He's done a lot, keeping things going in the meetups and the rallies. Keith Kelfis, Stanley, top notch. All those guys. Yeah. I miss all of them. I'd like to hang out with them all again.
well, we went to the Mega Caverns afterwards, and that's LCR Lawn Care Rookies thing, and that was really cool. All the YouTubers stopped in. And you're able to walk up to these people. Like, don't be rude. Don't walk in front of them and be like, hey, I'm jumping in on a conversation. But like, you're able to talk to any of them, and that's what's really cool.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Oh, no, everybody's.
Yeah.
You can tell who's real and who's not. And the real ones just hang out, man. It's all good. There's no problems.
I've been watching everybody through my phone for the last several years, and I was thinking while I'm there, I'm like, man, this doesn't feel real. I feel like I'm watching somebody else's video. That's how you feel the whole time walking around.
It is freaky like that. And then, yeah, when you meet people that you just been watching, because that's how I was. I you know, meeting Keith Kelfis and stuff. I'm like, I know you, but it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So yeah, cool, man. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah,
I'm glad you stopped by and got to hang out. You know, not very many people come by and hang out. It's firing me up.
Yeah. It took a lot of work to be able to get on your radar.
Oh yeah, and then it took a lot of effort, just like the lawn care lifestyle. You know, it takes a lot of effort. You can't be lazy and be in lawn care. You actually have to get out there and do things and hustle. So you have to be a hustler. And going to the GIE, you actually have to be a hustler. You have to drive hundreds of miles and have a place to stay or sleep in your vehicle, whatever it takes, right? And you got to go out of your way to stop by here and hang out with me today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it takes effort.
Yeah, man, I was worried I might not be able to come. I had to rush through all of my stuff. If I would have panicked yesterday,
He had some freaky stuff happen, and he didn't let it stop him, and he thought positive the whole time. He texted me and said, I'm going through a situation here, and he's going to tell you about it in a future video, but he stayed positive. He's kept going.
Hey, big thank you to Makita for sending us out some hats. If you'd like to enter to win the freak hat giveaway, we will be giving it away at 1,000 subscribers. And all you got to do to enter to win is put freak hat in all caps locks and then tell me a story on how he's helped you. Now I had to put some special settings on this video. So if you'd like to leave a negative comment, all you got to do is just write it down on a piece of paper and then roll it up and shove that up your ass. If you'd like to see another freaky video, my buddy Adam Devine has a video coming up on his channel. I'm going to put a link in the description below. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon.
How many lawns do you have right now?
I'm running between 60 and 70 right now.
Oh my gosh, you got help?
No, it's all me.
I know exactly what that feels like.